Welcome to Classic Car Corner. We've got a treat for you. 20 classic cars listed for sale at incredibly affordable prices. Keep watching to discover some real bargains.
Number 1.
This 1952 Chevrolet Styleline Deluxe, priced at $15,000, represents a remarkably preserved survivor that still carries the quiet confidence of early 1950s American design. Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, it stands as a rust-free show car that has avoided the wear that often shadows vehicles of this age. Its body and trim maintain the crisp geometry and restrained ornamentation that defined Chevrolet's post-war styling, giving the car a dignified presence whether parked at a show or rolling down a quiet street. With only 30,000 documented original miles noted on the title, this Styleline Deluxe offers a rare chance to experience a period automobile that has lived a notably gentle life. Power comes from its dependable 235 engine, a motor known for its sturdy temperament and generous low-end pull, paired with a 3-speed transmission that keeps the car mechanically faithful to its era. The fuel system has been fully rebuilt, ensuring smooth delivery, and the car benefits from a completely new brake system that contributes to confident operation during cruising or daily use. Additional upkeep includes a new battery and fresh Coker white wall tires that complement both function and appearance. These updates allow the car to stretch its legs with ease, offering drivability that belies its 1950s origins and inviting its next owner to enjoy it without hesitation. Inside, the cabin preserves the spirit of Chevrolet's early 50s design, blending durability with understated charm. While everything functions except the original factory radio, the heating system works well, making the interior comfortable for regular use. The space has the settled, well-maintained feel of a car that has been cherished rather than simply stored, and the combination of preserved materials and honest aging lends it an authenticity that enthusiasts value. It remains welcoming and practical, ready for local events, leisurely drives, or even daily commuting for those who appreciate vintage surroundings. Described as both a show car and a vehicle that can be daily driven, this Styleline Deluxe delivers a rare balance of originality, preservation, and mechanical readiness. Its rust-free condition, updated systems, and documented low mileage elevate it beyond the typical survivor, offering peace of mind for buyers who want a classic that performs as confidently as it presents. With its solid mechanical foundation and poised mid-century charm, this 1952 Chevrolet Styleline Deluxe stands as a compelling opportunity for anyone seeking a dependable, undeniably authentic American classic with the character and refinement of a true period survivor.
Number 2.
This 1968 Buick Riviera, priced at $12,000, presents itself as a strong example of late 1960s Buick elegance and engineering. Located in Toledo, Ohio, it carries the confident, sweeping lines that made the Riviera one of the era's most distinctive personal luxury cars. Its exterior is described as clean inside and out, with zero rust, suggesting a body that has been well preserved and cared for over the years. The car retains its all-original character, giving it the poised, unaltered presence that collectors often seek when hunting for a true late 60s cruiser. Power and drivability remain central to this Riviera's appeal, with the seller noting that it runs and drives perfect. The mechanical presentation points toward a vehicle ready for immediate enjoyment, free from the typical list of needs that many classics carry. Hot heat adds comfort for seasonal driving, and the car's overall condition supports long, confident cruises or daily operation for those who appreciate Buick's distinctive mix of refinement and torque-rich performance. With everything functioning as intended and no mechanical needs called out, the drivetrain appears well-maintained and road-ready. Inside, the cabin reflects the same level of cleanliness and originality found on the exterior, offering an environment that honors Buick's late 60s luxury philosophy. The interior's tidy condition reinforces the car's status as a preserved, unmodified example, allowing occupants to experience the materials, design cues, and driving atmosphere much as they were intended in 1968. The clean title adds further reassurance, making the buying process straightforward and reinforcing the car's established history. Offered with or best offer and no trades or payments accepted, This Riviera is positioned for a buyer who values originality, dependable performance, and a rust-free body in a sleek GM personal luxury coupe. With its well-kept condition, strong mechanical confidence, and immediate drivability, this 1968 Buick Riviera stands as an appealing opportunity for anyone seeking a classic that needs nothing and is ready to be driven home the moment the keys change hands.
Number 3.
This 1971 Mercury Comet, priced at $7,800, stands as an unusually well-preserved coupe from the early 1970s, carrying the kind of untouched character that enthusiasts often spend years searching for. Located in Staten Island, New York, it is described as an original, unmolested, rust-free car showing 32,500 miles, with its history tracing back to a single long-term owner who has since passed away. Although the state of Maine paperwork reflects a higher mileage due to clerical error, the seller makes clear that the car's condition supports its low mileage past. With its honest presentation, clean lines, and lightly aged exterior showing only some peeling paint on the driver's side fender and a few small dents, the Comet offers an appealing blend of originality and potential. Under the hood rests the reliable 200 cubic inch inline-six, paired with an automatic transmission and equipped with power steering, an ideal setup for smooth driving once fully sorted. The engine runs, and the seller notes that the car has been driven around the block with the transmission shifting well. A new master cylinder has just been installed and the brakes have been bled, although the drums still rub, a reminder that the car has been off the road for a very long time. Because of this extended storage, trailering or towing is required for pickup, ensuring that the Comet can be brought home safely for a proper mechanical refresh. Inside and out, the car retains its authentic 1971 personality, with the grille noted as being in absolutely perfect condition, a rarity for these models. The muffler is loud, adding a bit of character, and the overall feel of the car reflects decades of minimal interference rather than the typical cycle of modifications and repairs. Its preserved state opens the door for a variety of directions. Keep it close to stock, tidy it up for weekend cruising, or transform it into a spirited small block hot rod. The foundation is solid, the body is clean, and the car's inherent simplicity makes it an inviting canvas for the next owner. Offered as a rust-free survivor with a clear sense of history, this 1971 Mercury Comet presents a promising opportunity for anyone seeking a vintage coupe with genuine originality and straightforward mechanical bones. Its combination of a clean structure, working drivetrain, and untouched details gives it a desirable starting point for restoration, customization, or preservation. For buyers who appreciate a car that still carries the quiet echoes of its first owner and the unmistakable charm of an era left largely intact, this Comet stands ready in Staten Island, New York, awaiting its next chapter.
Number 4.
This 1967 Dodge Dart GT, priced at $25,000, represents a thoughtfully restored and significantly upgraded example of Dodge's compact performance offerings of the late 1960s. Located in Waterford, Connecticut, it began life as a factory-delivered two-door hardtop equipped with a six-cylinder engine, bucket seats, a floor console, an automatic transmission, tinted glass, and air conditioning. It was designated in 1967 as a White Hat Special, a promotional package that combined a body-colored finish with a painted white roof, giving the car a distinctive visual identity. Today, the vehicle retains much of its original interior charm while embracing a far more powerful personality under the hood, blending its authentic origins with modernized muscle car potential. The Dart now carries a strong 383 engine paired with a 727 TorqueFlite transmission and an 8 3/4-inch SureGrip rear end fitted with 3.23 gears, a substantial upgrade from its original configuration. Both the engine bay and the trunk have been restored, creating a clean and confident mechanical presentation. This powertrain, combined with extensive mechanical improvements, positions the car as a reliable, enjoyable driver capable of long cruises or spirited weekend outings. Its setup allows the Dart to offer the performance expected of a late 60s Mopar while maintaining drivability that suits both modern roads and vintage car gatherings. A comprehensive mechanical restoration adds further depth to its appeal. New components include front and rear suspension, brake lines, fuel lines, gas tank, radiator, wiper motor, and a full dual exhaust system. Weld-in frame connectors enhance structural rigidity, improving handling and durability. Stopping power is handled by new Mopar front disc brakes paired with rear drums. 5-wheel Vintique's 15-inch police wheels, painted in E1 dark blue poly to match the body, are accompanied by 5 new tires. These upgrades contribute to the car's well-rounded road manners and emphasize reliability and longevity beyond its factory configuration. Inside, the Dodge retains its original interior, complemented by a new rug and headliner that freshen the cabin without disrupting its authentic late 1960s character. The gauges and radio function correctly, reinforcing the car's readiness for immediate use. Whether driven as is with its restored mechanical foundation or taken to the next level with new exterior paint, this 1967 Dodge Dart GT offers a compelling opportunity for buyers seeking a classic Mopar with authentic heritage, upgraded performance, and the versatility to be enjoyed anywhere.
Number 5.
This 1960 Chevrolet Nomad wagon, priced at $39,500, stands as a remarkably solid survivor from the dawn of the 1960s, carrying the long, graceful lines that made Chevrolet's full-size wagons such commanding highway companions. Located in Greensboro, North Carolina at Rumley Motors, it retains all original metal with no patches, a rarity for a vehicle of this age and size. The body wears mostly original paint that has settled into an appealing, time-worn sheen, and the original interior remains in good shape, offering a cohesive sense of continuity from its early life to the present day. As a survivor that has avoided major alteration or disassembly, this Nomad brings with it the quiet authenticity that dedicated collectors look for. Power comes from a 283 cubic inch V8 paired with an automatic transmission, supported by power steering and power brakes that make the wagon surprisingly easy to handle for its scale. The drivetrain runs great, reflecting consistent upkeep and the inherent durability of Chevrolet's small block architecture. Modern 20-inch billet specialties wheels add a touch of contemporary flair without overshadowing the car's classic identity, and they help give the wagon a more assertive stance while maintaining smooth road manners. This blend of original structure and subtle modern touches makes the Nomad both show-worthy and enjoyable for relaxed cruising. Inside, the original interior continues to present well, contributing to the car's survivor character rather than feeling overly restored or reimagined. Materials, textures, and patterns from 1960 remain on display, creating a cabin atmosphere that feels genuine to the period while still offering enough comfort for regular use. The working power rear glass, a feature often inoperative on long-roof Chevrolets, adds practicality and enhances the car's utility for events, family outings, or hauling gear with vintage style. The overall impression is of a wagon that has been respected and preserved rather than merely kept running. Offered at $39,500 with financing available at 10% down and shipping assistance provided, this Nomad wagon is positioned as a standout opportunity for enthusiasts seeking a full-size Chevrolet with honest metal, strong mechanical integrity, and undeniable presence. Its survivor status, dependable V8 power, and clean originality give it a charismatic blend of heritage and usability. Whether taken to local shows or enjoyed on long, unhurried drives, this 1960 Chevrolet Nomad wagon delivers the enduring charm and capability that make vintage long roofs so deeply appealing.
Number 6.
This 1975 Oldsmobile Delta 88 convertible, priced at $16,900, offers an inviting glimpse into mid-1970s American cruising, wrapped in the generous proportions and relaxed styling that defined Oldsmobile's full-size lineup. Located in Denton, Maryland, it remains largely original, having received just one repaint in its factory color. The older paint shows some imperfections but presents as a solid 10-footer, giving the car a genuine, time-honored appearance rather than an overly restored finish. With its long lines, wide stance, and open-top layout, this Delta 88 captures the easygoing confidence of the era, appealing to those who appreciate an honest convertible with preserved character. Underneath its broad hood, the car runs and drives nicely, offering the smooth, unhurried manners typical of Oldsmobile's big-bodied convertibles. The power top functions well and is in good shape, making open-air driving an effortless part of the experience. Mechanical reliability allows the car to be enjoyed immediately, though some attention to age-related details would further enhance the experience. Still, the car has the fundamentals needed for sunny day cruising, relaxed weekend outings, or leisurely drives along coastal roads. Inside, the original interior remains in nice condition, showcasing the textures and design language of mid-1970s Oldsmobile craftsmanship. The cabin features power windows and power seats, though the passenger window functions inconsistently and the power seat is currently inoperable. These quirks reflect its age but do not overshadow the overall appeal of the interior, which provides a welcoming atmosphere with plenty of retro charm. The seating, trim, and preserved materials contribute to a comfortable environment that remains true to the car's origins. While not presented as a show car, this Delta 88 convertible carries an authenticity that many collectors find more compelling than perfection. Some weather stripping will need replacement, as the original pieces have dried with age, but the core of the car, a strong running drivetrain, functioning convertible top, solid interior, and mostly original presentation, remains highly attractive. With its blend of usability and classic American style, this 1975 Oldsmobile Delta 88 convertible offers a rewarding opportunity for anyone seeking a full-size vintage drop-top with honest history and plenty of warm weather enjoyment ahead.
Number 7.
This 1967 Chevrolet Camaro convertible, priced at $23,500, offers an inviting slice of first-generation Camaro charm in a form that still feels eager to stretch its legs. Located in Hendersonville, North Carolina, it presents as a classic that has never tried to hide its age, wearing its history with the kind of relaxed confidence that only a long-lived driver can maintain. The body shows some rust, but none of it affects drivability, giving the car a weathered honesty rather than any hint of neglect. As a true 1967 drop-top, it carries the clean, early styling cues that helped launch the Camaro legacy: long fenders that flow into a purposeful profile, a simple yet commanding grille, and the unmistakable proportions that turned Chevrolet's new pony car into an instant icon. It stands today as a convertible that hasn't been over-polished or over-orchestrated, but rather enjoyed and kept alive in a way that mirrors how so many Camaros were used in their early decades. Power comes from its dependable 6-cylinder engine paired with a 3-speed manual transmission, an original-style configuration that delivers a laid-back, old-school driving experience rather than an all-out muscle car punch. This setup allows the car to function comfortably as a daily driver, which is exactly how the seller describes it: a simple, great old car that happily gets up and goes without demanding constant attention. The mechanical character is straightforward and familiar, offering the kind of easygoing momentum that encourages unhurried weekend cruising or top-down drives along winding Carolina backroads. The rust mentioned by the seller does not compromise its running or driving qualities, and mechanically it presents as a trustworthy companion that continues to do what it was built to do: carry its occupants with breezy confidence and a bit of old-fashioned charm. Aesthetically, the Camaro embraces a mix-and-match personality that suits a driver-grade classic. It comes with either Craigar wheels or 8-inch rally wheels, allowing the next owner to choose between two distinct vintage looks: bold custom flair or period-correct understatement. The interior, although not described in detail, plays into the car's overall character as a usable, approachable convertible rather than a trailer queen or accuracy-obsessed restoration candidate. This is a car that invites its driver to hop in, drop the top, and enjoy the road without fussing over perfection. Its condition leaves room for future restoration or customization, yet it remains complete and functioning enough that it doesn't demand those decisions immediately, a refreshing balance for enthusiasts who like to drive while they plan. Offered at $23,500 with consideration for trades involving a 1955 Chevrolet, a 1966 to 1967 Chevelle, a Chevy 2, or possibly a street rod, this Camaro sits at an appealing crossroads of usability and future potential. It can be restored, upgraded, or simply continued as a sunny day driver exactly as it is, depending on the vision of its next caretaker. As a first-year convertible with running, driving reliability, and a straightforward personality, it represents an accessible entry into the world of early Camaros. one that doesn't require perfection to be thoroughly enjoyed. For buyers who want a classic that carries its decades with grace and still offers the unfiltered pleasure of top-down motoring, this 1967 Chevrolet Camaro convertible stands ready in Hendersonville, North Carolina, waiting for its next long, open-air chapter.
Number 8.
This 1967 Dodge Coronet 440, priced at $22,500, stands as a thoughtfully upgraded and mechanically fortified example of late 1960s Mopar engineering, confidently positioned in Kodak, Tennessee. From the outside it carries the classic, square-jawed Coronet lines, but beneath its surface lies a substantial list of improvements that push it far beyond the capabilities of a stock 67 model. The seller describes the car as being in great overall condition, more than worthy of additional attention should the next owner want to elevate its presentation or complete the stylistic vision already in motion. The foundation is solid, the upgrades extensive, and the amount of work completed indicates a build centered on durability, performance, and future potential. Under the hood, the Coronet now houses a performance-built 440 engine paired with a performance-built TorqueFlite 727 transmission, creating a powertrain that far exceeds the original output of its factory 318LA engine. Supporting components include an MSD ignition system and Doug's D452 headers, adding spark, reliability, and a deeper, more authoritative exhaust signature. These mechanical enhancements give the car the feel of a purpose-built street machine, with strong acceleration and a drivetrain prepared for spirited cruising. Complementing the power upgrades, a new gas tank, new sending unit, and new stainless fuel line ensure that the fuel system is as fresh and dependable as the rest of the mechanical work. The chassis and braking system have received equal attention, transforming the Coronet's road manners into something far more modern and confidence-inspiring. A full Willwood disc brake setup at all four corners, including emergency brake, brings serious stopping capability, while a power brake booster, new master cylinder, and proportional control valve improve pedal feel and overall balance. All new stainless brake lines, new axles, new leaf springs, and Coney shocks further renew the car's drivability, making the suspension tight, responsive, and ready for more power if the next owner chooses to push the build even further. New ball joints and bushings complete the restoration of the car's underpinnings, offering the reliability and ride quality expected from a well-executed mechanical overhaul. Adding to its appeal, the seller includes all of the original equipment, the factory 318LA engine, the stock transmission, and various original components removed during the upgrade process. There is also a creative vision in play, an effort to blend certain styling cues from the 1967 Charger and the rare Mexican spec variants of this Coronet. Included with the sale is a complete Charger hideaway headlight grille assembly with frame and wiring harness, dash wiring for the Charger, R/T deck lid trim, a Mexican deck rail badge, and other components aimed at creating a unique, factory-inspired hybrid. While a few items such as taillight covers and the engine-side wiring harness remain on the wish list, the groundwork for a distinctive and highly personalized Mopar is already well established. With the possibility of adding factory-style bucket seats and a console in the future, the next owner can guide the car toward originality, custom flair, or a blend of both. For buyers seeking a mechanically sorted Coronet with performance credibility, a wealth of included parts, and room for a bold stylistic finish, this 1967 Dodge Coronet 440 offers a deeply appealing platform ready for its next chapter.
Number 9.
This 1963 Chevrolet Nova SS, priced at $35,000, presents a compelling blend of classic early 60s Chevrolet styling and modernized performance enhancements, all wrapped in a clean red exterior with a well-executed custom tan interior. Located in Oxford, Pennsylvania, it stands as a thoughtfully updated example of Chevrolet's compact super sport line, carrying the crisp, angular body lines that made the first-generation Nova such a favorite among hot rodders and collectors. The car's exterior condition, combined with its intact glass, functional lighting, and overall tidy presentation, gives it a confident road presence that balances vintage character with contemporary sharpness. With a clean title and strong visual appeal, it's a machine built to be enjoyed both on the street and at local events. Power comes from a 383-stroker engine, a popular and potent choice that brings far more torque and responsiveness than the Nova ever carried from the factory. Paired with a turbo 350 automatic transmission, the drivetrain delivers a lively, usable performance range suited for everything from relaxed cruising to spirited acceleration when the mood strikes. A Ford 9-inch rear end equipped with 3.55 gears rounds out the setup, offering strength, reliability, and a well-chosen balance between highway comfort and off-the-line punch. This mechanical combination transforms the Nova into a capable street performer that still maintains the drivability expected from a compact American classic. The interior has been treated to custom work that brings a warm, tailored feel to the cabin. The tan color scheme contrasts attractively with the red exterior, creating a bright yet refined environment that breaks away from typical factory layouts without losing the period spirit. Aftermarket gauges provide clear, reliable readings, contributing to a more modern driving experience while retaining a clean, cohesive dashboard appearance. The seller notes that the car's electrical systems are fully functional, lights, gauges, and interior controls operating as they should, which adds confidence for buyers who prioritize turnkey reliability in an older performance build. With its strong mechanical foundation, upgraded interior, clean presentation, and fully operational systems, this 1963 Chevrolet Nova SS offers an appealing combination of style, substance, and driver-friendly usability. It runs and drives properly, making it immediately enjoyable for weekend outings or local shows, while the quality of the drivetrain and supporting components ensures it has the muscle to back up its super sport badging. For enthusiasts seeking a first-generation Nova that delivers both visual charm and modern performance upgrades, this example from Oxford, Pennsylvania stands as a well-rounded and highly engaging choice.
Number 10.
This 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner, offered at $25,995, presents a classic Mopar foundation that remains solid enough for someone looking to enjoy a real driver-level muscle car. Located in Leominster, Massachusetts, it carries a 383 V8 paired with a TorqueFlite automatic transmission, giving it the kind of mechanical backbone that made these cars icons on American roads. The paint currently on the car is more than 3 decades old and not the factory color, so it shows its age and will eventually need attention. Still, it provides the kind of honest, untouched look that some buyers appreciate when searching for a project that hasn't been over-restored or disguised. Inside, the cabin also wears a color that differs from what it originally left the factory with, reflecting an older refurbishment rather than a modern restoration. While not show quality, the interior is usable and gives the next owner a functional space to work with while planning future improvements. The seller emphasizes that this is not a pristine or fully restored car, and anyone considering it should be approaching the purchase with realistic expectations. The true mileage remains unknown, which is typical for a vehicle of this era, particularly one with decades of use and multiple rounds of cosmetic changes. Mechanically, the car is described as something that can be driven with a little work, suggesting a platform that runs but may need sorting before it becomes fully road-ready. This makes it suitable for an enthusiast who enjoys the process of dialing in a classic muscle car rather than someone looking for a completed show vehicle. Its drivetrain combination, classic Mopar stance, and long untouched character provide a strong base for restoration, customization, or simply casual driving once it receives the necessary attention. The seller is clear about their expectations: serious inquiries only and no trades. If a buyer is seeking a flawless example or expecting a showroom-ready Roadrunner at this price, this is not the right match. Instead, this car appeals to someone who values authenticity, enjoys hands-on ownership, and wants a genuine 1969 Roadrunner they can improve over time. With its location in Leominster, Massachusetts, it stands as a promising entry point into the world of Mopar classics for someone who wants the real thing without paying restored car premiums.
Number 11.
This 1966 Chevrolet Corvette, offered at $39,500 and located in Dallas, Pennsylvania, stands as a compelling mix of originality and performance-focused upgrades. The car currently runs with a 454 big block engine paired to a 4-speed gearbox, giving it the kind of deep-breathing torque and raw energy that transforms a mid-year Corvette into a far more aggressive machine. Despite the big block swap, the seller includes the original numbers matching 327 small block engine, a major advantage for collectors who want to preserve authenticity or potentially return the car to factory specifications. With 90,691 miles on the body and a fresh engine under the hood, it offers an intriguing blend of heritage and renewed mechanical vigor. The exterior benefits from fresh paint that sharpens the body lines and restores the unmistakable presence of the C2 Corvette. These cars depend heavily on the crispness of their styling, and a new finish brings back much of the drama that made the 1963 to 1967 generation so iconic. Along with the paintwork, the car sits on 4 new tires and new wheels, a combination that not only enhances safety and drivability but also visually lifts the entire stance. The presence of many additional new parts signals that the seller has recently invested in refreshing key components, reducing the number of immediate tasks for the next owner and making the car easier to enjoy in the near term. Inside and underneath, the car's overall condition reflects the life of a well-used but carefully tended classic. With the body showing just over 90,000 miles, it has seen real road time without being neglected, and the new mechanical pieces suggest it has not been left to fade into disrepair. A fresh motor adds another layer of appeal, combining modern reliability within the context of a big block muscle setup with the unmistakable sensations of a 1960s sports car. For enthusiasts who value both personality and punch, this Corvette offers a rewarding platform that balances nostalgia with power. For buyers, the inclusion of the original matching numbers engine opens multiple paths: restore the car to factory condition, continue building it as a performance-oriented driver, or simply maintain it as a hybrid of originality and modern muscle. At $39,500, it positions itself as an attractive candidate for someone seeking a mid-year Corvette that can be enjoyed now while still retaining collectible components for the future. Situated in Dallas, Pennsylvania, it invites the next owner to become the steward of a classic that still has both strength in its bones and flexibility in its future.
Number 12.
This 1973 Pontiac Grand Prix Model J, offered at $24,000 and located in Orange, New Jersey, presents itself as a remarkably preserved survivor with an unmistakably original presence. Finished in white and fitted with the uncommon factory slick top, it carries the quiet confidence of a car that never had to prove anything, just remain intact. With a little over 23,000 original miles and factory rust proofing, it has spent its life garage kept and protected, allowing it to retain the clean lines and solid structure that make an early 70s Grand Prix so appealing. The 404-barrel V8 sits under the hood in stock form, and the air conditioning has already been converted and is fully functional, adding comfort to the strong factory character. Inside, the car delivers a time capsule experience that few surviving examples can match. The interior is described as immaculate, with no dry rot on the hard plastics and a scent that reportedly still echoes that new car aura from 1973. The dashboard remains perfect, a rare condition given how UV and age typically punish these surfaces. Power steering, power brakes, and power windows provide the expected conveniences, while the electrically heated rear window adds a practical period touch. The only noted cabin flaws are a non-functional clock and radio, both of which are minor issues considering the overall preservation. Mechanically, the car benefits from important recent work that strengthens its reliability and long-term value. Both the original transmission and original carburetor were rebuilt within the last 18 months, ensuring the drivetrain performs smoothly while remaining fully numbers correct. The Grand Prix rides on excellent tires and brakes, and the chrome is described as outstanding, further reinforcing the impression of careful stewardship. It remains largely stock, with the only notable deviation being a dual exhaust system tipped with chrome, giving the car a deeper, more expressive growl without straying from its original personality. Additional items included with the sale add to its practicality and appeal: new reproduction center caps on all 4 wheels, the original GM floor mats paired with custom carpet mats, and an extra set of rally wheels. While the paint is driver quality with a few dings and some cosmetic touch-ups from past years, the car's preservation and authenticity place it firmly in the true survivor category. Offered at $24,000 or best offer, This Grand Prix Model J invites a buyer who values originality, preserved luxury, and the quiet pride of a classic that has aged with dignity rather than decay.
Number 13.
This 1971 Chevrolet Nova Yenko Deuce, offered at $54,000 and located in Buffalo, New York, stands as a sharply preserved, low-mileage tribute to the final flash of early 70s small-block muscle. With just over 10,000 documented miles, it represents a turnkey driver that has already lived a careful life and continues to show its authenticity through factory stamps, original markings, and period-correct equipment throughout the engine bay and chassis. Power comes from an LT1350 Corvette spec engine with a 4-bolt main, solid lifter cam, Wind Action Plus intake, Holley 800 CFM carburetor, and long tube headers feeding Flowmaster mufflers. Hoses are GM stamped, the firewall retains original factory lettering, and the engine bay has been kept exceptionally clean. Recent seasonal maintenance includes fresh fluids, a tune-up, a red-top battery, and new brakes front and rear, ensuring the car is ready for the next cruising season without hesitation. The drivetrain is anchored by a turbo 350 automatic transmission that shifts crisply and will bark into second when pushed, providing the lively feel expected from a Yenko-tuned Nova. The 10-bolt rear end houses a heavy-duty Posey unit with 4.10 gears and HD axles, supported by leaf springs that still show their factory markings. The car stays cool even in traffic, holding a steady 190 degrees with help from its auxiliary electric fan. Underneath, the chassis remains unusually clean for a survivor, with no heavy undercoating to obscure condition, just clean metal from front to back. The front suspension features poly bushings and factory-marked components, paired with disc brakes up front and drums in the rear, all of which have been recently serviced. Inside, the Nova continues the same preserved, correct theme with black interior trim and a front bench seat wearing SYC embroidered headrests. Yenko Deuce door panels, an excellent headliner, and a clean rear seat contribute to the period-correct atmosphere. Courtesy lights, heat, gauges, wipers, and horn all function properly, and an auxiliary gauge cluster monitors oil pressure and temperature. Oil pressure sits around a confident 60 psi. The factory push-button radio no longer works, but the rest of the cabin remains tidy and complete. The trunk is described as flawless, including a matching spare that reinforces the car's overall level of care. The exterior presents extremely well with Yenko Deuce striping, badges, and a functioning hood tachometer that gives the car an unmistakable look. Chrome remains bright, the wheel lips and pinch welds are notably clean, and the wheels, painted steel rims with poverty caps, are fitted with proper-looking period tires. The body shows no concealed trouble, and the floors match the photos. Clean, straight, and honest. This Yenko Nova is represented as exactly what it appears to be, a low-mile, well-kept, factory-marked example meant for someone who knows what they're looking at. Serious buyers are welcome. Those uncertain won't need to continue.
Number 14.
This 1969 Ford Mustang, offered at $36,000 and located in Jeannette, Pennsylvania, comes from a family setting and carries the kind of quiet care that often follows a long-term owner. The car shows 46,000 miles on its engine, and the body has already undergone restoration work, giving it a crisp, refreshed presence that still feels true to its factory spirit. Finished in a smooth cream exterior with a contrasting black vinyl top, the car presents with a confident, period-correct look that flatters the Mustang's unmistakable lines. The chrome trim, emblems, and bright work all remain in good shape with no rust, adding to the car's clean and well-kept presentation. Inside, the Mustang continues its preserved feel with a tidy black interior that appears to have been maintained with consistency rather than neglect. The gauges are functional, the lights and electrical items operate as they should, and the cabin's glass is free of cracks or damage, allowing in clean light without distortion. Everything inside gives the impression of a car that has been used thoughtfully rather than worn down. The interior materials still present well for their age, offering a classic cockpit that feels welcoming without showing signs of major deterioration. Mechanically, the car's 46,000-mile engine adds confidence for anyone wanting a driver-ready classic instead of a mystery project. The tires are in acceptable condition, and the vehicle stands as a car that can be enjoyed immediately while leaving room for future enhancements if a buyer wishes. The list of working systems, electrics, gauges, lighting, suggests this Mustang has been kept running properly, giving it the kind of reliability that makes a vintage car enjoyable rather than stressful. The restored bodywork further reinforces that the heavy lifting has already been done. Overall, this 1969 Mustang offers a solid blend of originality, careful upkeep, and completed restoration work, making it an appealing option for anyone seeking a classic pony car with straightforward needs. Its cream over black color combination gives it a thoughtful, elegant road presence, and the seller's openness to offers adds flexibility. For someone looking to step into a clean, ready-to-enjoy Mustang with family history attached, this car offers a satisfying platform on which to continue its story.
Number 15.
This 1966 Chevrolet Chevy 2 Nova SS, priced at $62,500 and located in Reidsville, North Carolina, represents a remarkably clean and well-preserved example of Chevrolet's compact performance lineup. Carrying its correct 118 VIN and originating from California, the car immediately stands out with its straight, crisp bodywork and factory marina blue finish, code FF, a color that amplifies the sharp lines of the Nova's super sport design. All stainless trim, including window surrounds, door top moldings, rocker pieces, and wheel well accents, presents in very good condition, while both bumpers have been re-chromed and equipped with bumperettes for a polished, period-correct appearance. Fresh weather stripping and window seals tighten the exterior even further, and the car sits confidently on polished 17x7 American Racing Torque thrust wheels wrapped in staggered radial tires that give the Nova the assertive stance it deserves. Inside, the Nova showcases an entirely renewed blue interior, replaced from the carpet all the way to the headliner, creating a fresh environment that feels both authentic and revitalized. New seat cushions and upholstery restore proper support and texture, while new door panels, armrest bases, pads, and fresh hardware bring everything back to a factory-crisp visual standard. The factory 4-speed console remains in good shape, now paired with a Hurst shifter that rises cleanly from its housing. The dash area is tidy and undisturbed, with intact bezels, a working factory AM radio, and heater controls that slide smoothly as intended. Everywhere inside, the car gives the impression of meticulous care and a commitment to preserving the Nova's original personality with respectful upgrades. Under the hood, the engine compartment reflects clean organization and performance-oriented attention. The period-correct 327 cubic inch V8, casting number 3858174, has been rebuilt and enhanced with a performance aluminum intake manifold, a Holley 4-barrel carburetor, factory-style valve covers, and a chrome dual snorkel air cleaner that completes the classic muscle aesthetic. Supporting systems have been addressed as well, including a new wiper motor, washer bottle, and a newer radiator to ensure cool operation. Underneath, the Muncie 4-speed transmission shows clean surfaces, and the 10-bolt rear end with 3.55 gears supplies lively but usable drivability. The suspension and braking systems have been thoroughly refreshed with new ball joints, bushings, shocks, and brake components, while the factory-style dual exhaust with turbo mufflers, new gas tank, and complete, functioning emergency brake add to the mechanical readiness of the car. The undercarriage and trunk continue the theme of originality combined with cleanliness, both displaying solid metal finished in tidy black paint with no signs of rust or neglect. The trunk area features clean factory floors, a correct mat, new weather stripping, and includes a spare tire with its jack assembly neatly in place. Altogether, this 1966 Chevrolet Chevy 2 Nova SS embodies the careful preservation and thoughtful refurbishment that collectors value, offering a straight-bodied California car with strong mechanicals, a fresh interior, and factory-correct presentation. For a buyer seeking a sharp, authentically restored super sport with standout presence and a strong performance foundation, this Nova SS presents a compelling opportunity in a desirable color and configuration.
Number 16.
This 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner, priced at $42,500 and located in Madison, Georgia, offers a well-kept and long-held example of one of Plymouth's most iconic performance cars. This particular Roadrunner is a true 383 four-speed car, restored in the late 1990s and kept in the same family collection since 1994, providing a continuity of care that gives it a reassuring history. While it is not a numbers-matching example and does not retain its original paint, it remains a genuine factory 383 four-speed model with excellent paint quality, clear and undamaged glass, and a rust-free body that reflects decades of proper storage and maintenance. With 103,000 miles shown and 3 decades spent indoors, the car presents as a well-preserved classic that has been enjoyed responsibly. Under the hood, the Roadrunner is equipped with a 383 V8 paired to a 4-speed manual transmission, staying true to the spirit of a driver-focused muscle car. The engine benefits from supporting upgrades such as a Holley 4-barrel carburetor and a mild cam, giving the car stronger breathing and a more engaging sound and throttle response without compromising reliability. A 3.23-gear Posey rear axle balances usable street manners with capable performance, making the car suitable for cruising or spirited backroad driving. Having recently been fully serviced, it is described as road-ready, with everything in working order, reinforcing its appeal as a turnkey classic rather than a dormant project. The interior and mechanical presentation align well with the overall condition of the car, reflecting an example that has been carefully maintained over the years rather than left to deteriorate. Indoor storage for the last 30 years has protected the car from the elements, allowing metal surfaces, trim, and mechanical components to age gently rather than harshly. The clean glass, rust-free body, and properly functioning systems contribute to a cohesive sense of preservation. For enthusiasts seeking a real Roadrunner that offers classic Mopar character without the complications of a major restoration, this car stands out as a solid and thoughtfully kept option. With its genuine 4-speed configuration, strong running condition, and decades-long family ownership, this 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner presents a compelling opportunity for someone looking for a dependable, ready-to-drive muscle car with authentic roots. The seller notes that Georgia does not issue titles for classic cars of this age, so the vehicle is sold with a bill of sale only, which is standard procedure for the state. Offered at $42,500 with no trades considered, this Roadrunner represents a chance to acquire a real-deal 383 four-speed Mopar that balances restored presentation, mechanical readiness, and long-term stewardship in a desirable and iconic model.
Number 17.
This 1956 Chevrolet 210 sedan, offered at $76,500 and located in Broadway, Virginia, presents a thoughtfully updated blend of mid-50s styling and modern mechanical refinement. With only about 3,700 miles accumulated since its full build, it stands as a fresh and carefully assembled restomod that stays true to the clean lines of the 56 body while delivering the sort of drivability and reliability rarely found in untouched originals. The car is marketed through Dream Car Connection and arrives as a turnkey cruiser with a clean, solid body and a well-executed exterior finish that complements its purposeful stance over 17-inch American racing wheels wrapped in 215s up front and 275s in the rear. Under the hood, the sedan is powered by a 1995 LT1 Z28 engine, enhanced with a custom engine cover and paired to a 4L60E automatic transmission, giving the car a smooth, modern power band suited for effortless road use. The front end has been upgraded with a complete C5 Corvette suspension and rack and pinion steering, ensuring far sharper handling and more precise control than anything the 50s could offer. Four-wheel disc brakes bring confident stopping power, while the car's engine management and transmission controls use GM Corvette components, creating a very integrated, factory-like level of drivability. The LT1 runs strong, the transmission shifts cleanly, and the entire setup feels properly tuned for highway, town, or show weekend use. Inside, the car carries a custom leather cabin with a waterfall center console, rosewood tone insert accents, integrated seatbelts, and a well-designed layout that respects the original silhouette while offering far more comfort. The digital dash instrumentation pairs with an upgraded electrical package, delivering crisp readouts and modern reliability behind the wheel. The stereo system includes 6 speakers and a 6-disc CD changer, adding an era-appropriate but higher-quality audio experience, and vintage air climate control brings consistent air conditioning and heat for year-round usability. The overall environment feels intentionally crafted to be welcoming, refined, and comfortable for long trips or car show afternoons. Stored cleanly and maintained as a high-quality restomod, this 56 Chevrolet 210 sedan runs and drives excellently and is ready for immediate cruising or display. It stands as a compelling alternative for buyers who want classic design without sacrificing updated power, tighter handling, and interior comfort. The car is solid throughout, presents extremely well, and is offered on a no-trade basis, ready for a new owner who appreciates a vintage silhouette paired with modern performance.
Number 18.
This 1970 Dodge Challenger R/T, priced at $80,000 and located in Linthicum Heights, Maryland, stands as a sharply restored example of Mopar muscle with its numbers-matching 440 Magnum still at the heart of the car. During its restoration, the exterior was refinished in Rally Red, a color that gives the Challenger a vivid, high-impact presence that pairs well with its crisp body gaps and show-quality finish. The car carries 32,000 documented original miles, and its overall condition reflects long-term care, careful preservation, and a thoughtful restoration approach that highlights the car's factory character while subtly enhancing performance. Mechanically, this R/T retains its original 440 Magnum, now upgraded with the legendary 6-pack induction setup to deliver stronger throttle response and a more assertive power curve. The engine is paired with an A833 4-speed manual transmission and a pistol grip shifter, an iconic combination for anyone who appreciates early 70s Mopar performance driving. A Dana 60 Posey rear with 3.70 gears delivers strong off-the-line pull and smooth traction, while the dual exhaust with chrome tips completes the drivetrain with a deep, authoritative tone. The car also began life as a factory air conditioning model, and that system has been updated with vintage air components for modern reliability and comfort. Inside, the Challenger features a restored black bucket seat interior, combining factory styling cues with fresh materials and a clean, authentic presentation. The center console houses rally-style gauges, while the rally instrument cluster with tachometer reinforces the car's performance intent. The cabin also retains features like the Music Master AM radio and remote chrome racing mirror, adding subtle period touches that keep the experience grounded in its 1970 roots. Everything inside has been finished to a high standard, offering a comfortable and well-detailed space appropriate for cruising or showing. With excellent mechanical health and a quality restoration that enhances its original specification, this 1970 Challenger R/T runs and drives impressively and presents as a strong example of one of Dodge's most admired muscle cars. The numbers-matching 440, upgraded 6-pack setup, 4-speed drivetrain, and factory AC heritage make it an especially appealing combination for collectors. Offered with no trades, it is ready for a new owner who appreciates the blend of authenticity, performance, and presentation found throughout this striking R/T.
Number 19.
This 1965 Chevrolet Chevelle 300, offered at $84,900 and located in New Richmond, Ohio, presents itself as a deeply cherished and beautifully transformed example of mid-60s Chevrolet performance. Having been owned by the same caretaker for 3 decades, it carries the quiet confidence of a machine that has been preserved, improved, and appreciated with long-term devotion. Its restoration was performed at the highest level, a full nut and bolt rotisserie rebuild, leaving the car with a crisp, showroom-fresh presence that radiates quality from every angle. The Chevelle 300's clean, no-nonsense body lines benefit enormously from this level of detail, giving the car a striking clarity and sharpness rarely seen. Whether viewed under bright sun or garage lighting, its presentation feels intentional and disciplined, the sort of finish that suggests pride, patience, and respect for the car's history. Mechanically, this Chevelle has been elevated into a strong, confident street performer built around its 396 cubic inch big block engine. That displacement, paired with the dependable TH400 turbohydromatic automatic transmission, ensures the car responds instantly with a deep surge of torque and a smooth yet authoritative delivery of power. At the rear sits a 12-bolt positraction axle equipped with steep 4.11 gears, a setup that transforms the car's character into something vividly alive, eager at takeoff, energetic through the mid-range, and unmistakably oriented toward old-school muscle. The drivetrain as a whole forms a sturdy, cohesive package that balances classic mechanical feel with the robust strength needed to handle spirited driving. It is the kind of hardware that rewards every press of the accelerator with a firm, satisfying response. Inside and underneath, the car reflects the same meticulous effort devoted to the exterior, a benefit of its rotisserie restoration. The underside is clean, organized, and finished to match the overall quality of the build, with components and hardware presented in a way that makes even the unseen parts feel intentional. The interior, while not described in detail, can be inferred to match the high standards set by the rest of the work, likely restored to an exceptionally tidy state with materials and craftsmanship aligned with the car's premium presentation. The overall impression is of a Chevelle that invites a closer look, the type of restoration where small details, clean fasteners, and thoughtful finishes continue to catch the eye long after the first walk-around. For collectors or enthusiasts seeking a mid-60s Chevrolet that blends authenticity, strength, and high-caliber restoration quality, this 1965 Chevelle 300 is a standout. Its long-term ownership adds a personal thread to its story, while its mechanical foundation ensures it can be enjoyed confidently on the road. The seller also notes that delivery or shipping can be arranged, making the car accessible to buyers beyond Ohio. In every respect, from presentation to powertrain to the care invested over decades, this Chevelle offers a deeply appealing opportunity for someone who wants a restored classic that feels both significant and ready to be used.
Number 20.
This 1970-1/2 Ford Falcon Torino, offered at $1,200 and located in Center Hall, Pennsylvania, stands as a rough but intriguing candidate for either a parts donor or an ambitious restoration project. It carries the familiar we're seen on many classic Fords of this era, including rust in the typical trouble spots that seasoned enthusiasts will instantly recognize. Even so, the car retains a clean title and comes with keys, giving it a proper foundation for someone seeking a legitimate starting point. Its overall condition suggests a machine that has weathered time honestly, shaped by decades of exposure but still holding the bones of its original character. Under the hood, the car retains its original 302 engine, which still turns over, a small but meaningful sign of life for anyone considering revival. Paired with a C4 automatic transmission and equipped from the factory with power disc brakes, it offers a drivetrain configuration that remains desirable for restorers looking for an authentic base. The car was also originally equipped with air conditioning, adding another layer of appeal for those who appreciate factory options. While the dash pad and grille are missing, these are parts still commonly sourced in the restoration world, making their absence more of an obstacle than a dead end. Throughout the body and interior, the Falcon Torino presents as a mix of salvageable components and areas needing serious attention. Despite its rough condition, many usable parts remain intact, giving it real value as a donor car for ongoing projects. For those who see potential in its silhouette and factory options, the car offers the challenge of transformation, an opportunity to reawaken a seldom-seen model that doesn't often surface in any condition. The seller notes the car's typical rust patterns, and anyone familiar with this generation will know exactly where their attention will be required. For collectors, restorers, or builders needing hard-to-find components, this Falcon Torino represents an affordable and accessible source of original material. And for the dedicated restorer who enjoys a long-term project, it stands as a blank canvas, rough, aged, but still carrying enough structure and originality to justify revival. The seller also mentions having additional photos available for serious inquiries, making it easier to evaluate the car's potential before committing. At $1,200, it offers a doorway into a rare half-year Ford model that still has stories left in its metal for the right enthusiast. We hope you enjoyed our roundup of affordable classic cars. If you did, don't forget to like the video and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss any future videos. See you next time.